quick and easy addition to your Norden 901. As you can see, I've got the seat off the bike. If you don't know how to take the seat off, it's quite easy. All there is to it is to put the key in this. You'll notice the key doesn't even go all the way in, but it goes in enough to turn that. That's going to release this hold that's at the back of the seat. You lift the back portion of the seat up first, and then you lift off the front portion. So today's addition is going to be a small charging cable to allow us to easily hook up one of these battery tenders. I got the battery tender junior, just picked that up at a Walmart last year for my other motorcycle, but it already had one of these tails on it, and I want to put one on this bike so we can easily connect it up to the battery tender. There's not much more to this than simply hooking the positive to the positive side of the battery and the negative to the negative. All you need is an 8mm wrench or socket. Then you come back to the bike over here. The positive terminal is covered with this protective cap. It simply pulls up. Start by removing the negative terminal off of the battery, making sure you don't contact the positive terminal over there with your wrench at any time. And then you'll also, after you remove the negative, you'll remove the positive, and we'll hook on that small connector. All right, our next step is to take this short wire. We're going to wire it in. The nuts are captured kind of inside of here, small square nuts, so make sure they don't fall out the side. Get this started. Determine what direction you're going to want that to go, so you turn this fastener down some and tighten it back up. And we'll do the exact same thing for the negative side. When you're reconnecting the battery, you might see some small sparks taking place. That's okay. Snug those back up to your terminals, and your tail is installed. Now we're going to find a good place to allow this to maybe stick out the side panel slightly or access it easily so we can hook it up later when we need to keep our battery charged. Don't forget to put this little plastic terminal protector over the top, and it just snaps back on here. Only now it seems to be hitting on the small connector on the side. Okay, to resolve the issue of the red cap not sliding back down on it easily, I just notched the edge of my red cap so that it would slide back over there even with this wire connected into this terminal. Now I just routed my wire, the in connector, down behind the side panel, have it coming out right here. So it'll be easy just to pull outward and connect to. Okay, while the seat is off this bike, let's talk about the two seat positions so you can easily see how those go into place. If you turn the seat over, you're going to see that it's able to rest up here on these higher locations or these lower locations. Same situation up in here too. And in the front, we're going to be able to slide that either up or down on these connectors. And that's going to allow the seat to be in the high position or the low position. No tools are required to do that. Let's see if I can manage this with one hand. So if you put the seat in that position, I believe we got the front pieces on. See, it's not secured there. So you want to make sure that you slide those front pieces on first. If you slide them downward like that, now the seat is in the low position. You can tell because of the extra space here and also this stripe on the side lines up perfectly with the stripe on the seat. Now if you want to do the same thing but in the higher position, just lift up the back of the seat, push this up into the high position like that. Now you can see it's all the way up. Set it back down. Now the seat is in the high position. It makes quite a bit of difference. Okay, the final step in securing the backup part of the seat is to make sure these two rear connectors slide right onto those two black pieces. So hook the back end in, and then the front will just push in and latch, and now it's connected with the key. Now when you unlatch it, you just turn the key, it loosens it, and it pops right up. So easy to take the seat on and off. Well, I think that was easier than the last addition to my bike. So there we have it. 2 additions, 2 Farkles. Loving this bike. Okay, now that that ring terminal harness is installed on the bike, we can easily hook up the battery tender junior. All you got to do is come grab yourself an electrical cord. Bring it over here. Pull out the connector. Hook the 2 ends together. You'd have a hard time doing this wrong, so They match up, because there's male and female there. And then you'll bring your battery tender junior in, or whatever model you have, plug it up to your electricity, and just like that, we have it plugged in. Initially I got a green light, it switched to a solid red light, and now it's back to a green flashing light. Have I mentioned how much I'm loving this bike? My next how-to will feature this piece. It is the GPS or phone mount. Goes up here, replaces this little piece that says remove for GPS mount. This is a inexpensive one I believe I picked up off of Amazon or eBay by Nice CNC. We'll check out its fit. I'll let you know in the next video. If you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel. Also, if you're on Facebook, join the Norden America Facebook group.